Alright, so I have gotten all the items that I need to now complete Prince Ali Rescue, so that is what we're going to be doing. And let me know how this looks, if it looks worse or better. Um, yeah, just let me know. These settings are ones that I copied, so not sure if it looks better or worse. Let me know, and I will change it if I need to. But, yep, we're just going to be doing Prince Ali Rescue. We're going to try and complete some other quests as well. Um, but a little bit of update on the progress as well. We got 10 combat stats, and there's the stats just in general. But that is where we're at now, and we are just completing Prince Ali Rescue. So let's go ahead and do that. This is so exhilarating. And also, let me know if you prefer this, if you prefer the face cam, or what. I notice a lot of old school RuneScape videos just don't have a face cam unless you're streaming. If you like the longer content where I just kind of do the quest while still recording, let me know. If you just prefer the quick cuts, whatever you guys want to watch, I'll do. But yeah, super exciting stuff. It's definitely going to be interesting, like I said, with the just the gearing in general. Just it, the Ironman account, like everything's so interesting. Like normally, you just go to the GE and buy food, and you buy the gear that you can afford. You go from iron to steel to black to mithril, adamant, all that good stuff. And now it's like not the case. So it's very interesting, just how different the dynamic is. But yeah. Now we're approaching the scariest part of the quest, which is primarily why I did some off-screen grinding, was the jail guards. Just because they do hit rather hard, and when I was a wee young lad, they took my life more than once, and it's crazy. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably didn't need to, because I'm also not 10 years old anymore, and my brain is fully developed. So I don't think they can hit a 10. They can't one shot you. So, but no harm, no foul. So this is the reason why everybody always says that RuneScape questing is just superior in a lot of RPGs. I just tied someone up and am doing a full prison break, and a lot of MMOs just don't have this type of questing. It's literally just like, okay, go beat up this mob for 2 hours and come back with 10 of their ball sacks, please. Thank you. Oh, good. Here's some XP. You got me the ball sacks. Good news. Great news. Now that you got me the ball sacks, now I need the foreskins. So could you handle that for me? Thank you. Goodbye. Meanwhile, in RuneScape, I've created a disguise for the prince to be able to escape. Some of them suck. I'll be honest. There are quests in RuneScape where it's like, I wish that I could just collect foreskins and ball sacks and give them to someone. Like when you do Underground Pass and fall 300 times and you question why you even play this stupid game. But, it's still, I don't know. I don't know. If anybody ever watches this and has never really played RuneScape as a kid, why is it fun to you? I don't know. Because a lot of people just play old school RuneScape because they played it when they were a kid. Like everybody I know that plays old school RuneScape has played it when they were a kid, and one of them, it was my fault. One of my mods in the stream, I forced him to play when he was a kid, and yeah, now he has 299s. So, but there is Prince Ali rescue completed. Now we can get in and out of Al-Kharid for free. And now we're on to the next quest. So let me see which one that is, actually. All right, up next is actually one of my favorite quests of all time. Probably because I've done it 7,000 times. It is the Restless Ghost. I don't know. There's something about it, like when I was a kid, when you complete it and you free the ghost. I don't know. I felt accomplished. I was like, I did a good deed there. I am a good person. I freed that ghost, and he can rest in peace now. But also, this is one of the best quests to do just in general because of the prayer XP bump. And then, what is actually after that? After that is Rune Mysteries. Yippee. I love Rune Mysteries. Walking Simulator. Woohoo! In other news that nobody asked for or cared about, I am excited. This evening, I am trying for the very first time Lengua Tacos. If you don't know what that is, it's tongue. I know what you're thinking. Ew. Maybe. I don't think so. I have watched videos of people making beef tongue tacos, and the tongue is wild looking. It is certainly a tongue. There is no denying that. But apparently it's such a tender, delicious meat. My brother loves them. We go to this same taco spot that's owned by these really lovely Hispanic ladies. They're like your, I think it's abuelas, your grandmothers. They're so sweet. They'll give you extra sauce. They'll throw in stuff for free. They're just the sweetest people. But usually I get the birria because birria is just delicious. But I'm gonna try it. Because, why not? It's good to try new things. I'm going to take these gloves, too. Because I think, leather gloves do give a little bit of a bonus anyway, so perfect. One thing that I just thought of as well, with RuneScape, it's a very simple game. The whole point of it is to, haha, number go up. And it pleases me when number go up. But it just has really good attention to detail. Like, if you talk to a ghost without your amulet on, it's I don't know. I just thought it was the funniest thing when the ghost just goes, ooh. I don't know. It's funny. And that's one thing. I think one of the reasons why people love RuneScape so much is it never, like old school, right? Never tried to be something that it wasn't. It just embraced how stupid and silly the game really is. But it can be serious at some points. Like, some of these quests actually have really decent storylines. Even like the Restless Ghost, I actually, like I said, I wasn't lying when I said I actually do like it. And I don't know. I just think that's one of the things. RuneScape never tried to be something that it wasn't. It's silly. None of it makes sense. You just get out of Tutorial Island and you can just commit mass murder, and they're just like, oh, you're a rascal. You. I'm sure he had it coming. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, probably. And I think that's why a lot of people actually still do enjoy RuneScape 3. Because RuneScape 3 did have leather boots. Hold on, let me borrow. Um, that's why a lot of people stop playing old or just RuneScape because it tried. They had no idea what the hell they were going for. They had just it was all over the place. New skills didn't make sense, just in my opinion. Um, but even then, people would still play it. But now they're actually. It seems like they're finding their footing again, and they know what they're trying to go after. But the only thing that really holds it back is that cash shop. It is obnoxious. The UI is terrible. And that's coming from somebody who I love RuneScape. I'm gonna try and beat this skeleton actually, unless he starts beating me up, and then I'm gonna run away. But yeah, I really think that that's you know, I wanted to actually get back into RuneScape 3 a little bit, but I don't want to deal with that BS. I don't want to deal with that bullshit of the. Why did I say BS just to say bullshit? That's why I don't. That's what's stopping me, is the overwhelming cash shop. One of the things that I always admire in an MMO that really pushes me away from a lot of free to play MMOs is the fact that in old school, you see somebody wearing something, you can get it in game, right? I see somebody with a cool outfit on RuneScape 3, they, drop $20 off their credit card and got a cool cosmetic that I'll probably never be able to get because it's not in the cash shop anymore. I don't like that. I very much love games where it's like you can go up to the player and ask, "Hey, what is that? That's cool looking." And then they can tell you, and then you can just go get it. You can set a goal to go get that item or whatever that may be. I love that in games. And I think that that's one of the things that free-to-play games, it's one of the negative sides because it's like that in Guild Wars 2, which is another game that I absolutely adore. It's been a while since I've played it, but I need to find it, but I still have my physical copy of Guild Wars 2 that I bought when it first came out. But, you take the good with the bad. Like, Guild Wars 2 is still able to function because of that. They went free to play, and it was a really good move for them. But before, you just... you bought it and that was it, one-time purchase, and then you could play the game for however long you wanted. But Guild Wars 2, if you're in the market for an MMO that's a lot different, that's more action, definitely Guild Wars 2. I absolutely adore that game. It's such a good game. I need to get back into it, but just MMOs are such a time sink, and it's so much easier to play a game like old school where it's very single player friendly while still keeping the MMO style. But, that's... Cash shops are good and bad, mostly. In a lot of games, they're just bad, I'll be honest. Like, they just suck. Oh, here we go. We're going to free him. Oh, wait. I forgot. I actually have to... Oh, my God. Why am I inspecting it? Just put it in the frickin'... Release. Thank you, stranger. I love this scene. I don't know. It's just... it hits you right in the heart, right there. And that is Restless Ghost done. What's our prayer up to now? 12 prayer, just like that. Nice. That is awesome. 14 combat level. Sweet. Good progress. And yippee, we get to start Rune Mysteries. I'm so excited. But I think one of the things that gets me for just MMOs in general is a unique style of doing things. Guild Wars 2 has a great questing system. They do have some boring quests, don't get me wrong, but the events, the quests, it wasn't just, like I said, go get me the 4 skins and ball sacks, please. It's more nuanced than that. Old school RuneScape still clears in questing. The storylines are great. The only MMO, and this is coming from, I've played it, but not this in depth. The only MMO that I think does better in that is Final Fantasy 14. I've not played. The quests are very boring, but I hear the story is incredible. So it makes me interested to play it, but again, time sink. Old school RuneScape, I'm so familiar with it. I've played it for probably at this point thousands of hours. I don't even know how much time I have in RuneScape, but too much. Too much. I think this is where I start Rune Mysteries. If not, think I'm going to cry. Actually, it's going to lag a little bit because when I cheat on RuneLight here, it does. Yeah. Cool. Yep, I do have to go to Lumbridge Castle, which I just was at. What a great day. I love my life. I should have checked that first. Son of a bitch. Good news, I can teleport. Which I actually didn't do. That was a joke because I just ended up here, but yeah. I don't know, I'm overthinking it because as I know that this recharges every 30 minutes, and I'm treating it like health potions, like I do health potions in games where I'm like, what if I need it? What if I really need it? What if I need it? And I just save it and then never use it. So, great. Good for me. Let's see. Yeah, this is just going to be a lot of walking. I hate this quest. Really, it's just getting you used to the absolute ultimate suffering that is rune crafting. So really, it's prepping you for the unbearable disease that is the skill of rune crafting. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but rune crafting sucks. It is up there with agility in terms of skills that I hate. I was just thinking about this too. If anybody has any suggestions for Ironman, if you know something more efficient that I can do or whatever, just general tips, please tell me. This is my first Ironman account, so I don't know very much of anything. What items to keep, what to train on, stuff like that. Just any general tips if you played an Ironman before that you think would be helpful. Because again, I've always thought about making an Ironman, but I never did. Well, I did, but then I immediately just abandoned it, right after. I think I accidentally I chose the long dialogue. Whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, we'll get through it. But yeah, I would appreciate it. I would be very grateful. I'm also thinking about streaming this as well, because I do stream. So I was thinking about streaming some old school RuneScape and just doing it. It would be a great game to stream and just kind of like a just chatting stream, but playing RuneScape, because RuneScape is boring. So one thing that I was just thinking about is I kind of hate and love the way that you have to play to record it on OBS. So I have to use the tiny screen, which is the classic layout. Unless somebody has any other suggestions, that's all I could find. But it's kind of I usually play on this setting, which is the resizable modern layout. So yeah, it's this way. It on my screen, you can't see it, but it's very small. It's like what I used to go. I think we've all kind of had this universal experience with RuneScape. I used to go to the library with a bunch of friends to go play RuneScape. We had a personal computer, but like 4 or 5 of us just would get together and go play RuneScape in the library. And I remember one time we got kicked out of the library because we were loud. Me personally, I was not being loud, okay? And I can wholeheartedly tell you that because I was a goody two-shoes, and anytime anybody ever yelled at me or got mad at me, I instantly wanted to cry, and I was the worst person that ever lived. But my friends were older than me, and they were also loud. So I remember getting kicked out, and we all were walking back, and they're like, "Yeah, man, that lady was such a bitch. I can't believe that she kicked us out. I just couldn't believe it. It's crazy." Um, but, you know, it's a fucking library, and they would not stop yapping, so she kicked him out. And I remember, too, because I come from a town when I was raised. I'm going to take that leather body, too, for when I want to train range. When I was a kid, I came from a place, very small town, very, very country. And the library was a trailer. So that was also very interesting to me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to frickin' teleport. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Let's do it. Okay, I can't teleport at the moment. Why not? Oh, it wouldn't interrupt me because I was walking? Dude, I don't give a rip. Come on now. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I am documenting this, that I am teleporting. Alright, I've done it. One thing that's been my shtick as of late, or something I've just been really interested in, is classic RuneScape PKing videos, and not like what they're doing now, just the older videos on the unregistered hypercam. I don't know, it's just very nostalgic. The door just slammed in my face. What the hell? But it was just so much more simple back then. You know, there were people who would do okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I really thought that quest was more awful than that. But yeah, so, you know, when you were a magic user, you just use magic and hope for the best. Hope to land that 12 with your frickin' fire blast or whatever. The only real switching that you would do was if you were range and you'd switch to your two-hand real quick to try and get them. But I always timed it way off and never did it right. But I used to PK. I only did free-to-play, low-level free-to-play PKing because I thought it was the most fun and it was the lowest risk. You know, I had like a couple mil, so if my character died, it didn't matter. I could just restock. But yeah, I just love watching those. No, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the current state of PKing videos. They're much more in depth, much more skill involved. But just how simple it used to be because nobody really had everything was kind of the Wild West back then. It was really cool. All right, next up, we're gonna do the Stronghold of Security, and then after that is going to be a bit of a grind fest a little bit, because it's Imp Catcher up next on the Optimal Quest Guide, so I can't buy the beads, so I've got to go around bullying imps until I get the beads I need, so that should be a lot of fun, he said. Not fun-ily. Good news. Got all the way here and I have 2 chickens, so that's not really gonna go well. I need better food, and I wish that my brain worked properly, so I don't know where else to get food. I think there's chickens over yeah, there's chickens here, so I'll go down here and commit a few crimes on some chickens, and I'll be back. This is so sad. It's been this whole video, which is like 25 minutes long, and I just realized I had no sound. What the hell? All I've been doing is yapping all day long, and I forgot to turn the dang sound on. But there's no... I think there's chickens further down, but there's also cows, so I'm just gonna bully some cows for a couple minutes. Okay, so now I've got a decent amount... Oops. There we go. I got a decent amount of meat. Hopefully I don't burn every single piece, which would make me very sad. But this is old school RuneScape, and you know, it unfortunately it probably could happen. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this, and then I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna do the stronghold of security. Hey, we've done it. I skipped ahead a little bit further. I probably should have. Anyway, it's fine. Got the first chest done. We actually didn't burn as much as I thought I was going to, so that's good news. But this is obviously just a good way to get money. I can buy a better sword. Yippee. And now we got 5K. Let's go. Yippee. I'm having a great time. I will say this used to be super stressful for me as a kid. This was peak stress. Can I just like... Oh my god. Oh my god, I hit the wrong one. Anyway, sorry, I had to read there for a second. Ugh. This part used to stress me out so much. Because I would also... You know, this was the first thing I did when I made a new account. I was like, let me get that 10K immediately. And the Ankus can one-shot you. And I, numerous times, got one-shot. They can hit you with a 10, and you're cooked. Yippee! Alright, the final one. The most stressful one for me. Let's just get this way. They've actually added a couple of interesting questions. I noticed one, like, it was warning you of a lure scam. I don't think that was in there originally. So that's kind of cool that they're warning you of common scams. You know, a lot of the stuff that used to make me super nervous as a kid, just straight up. Once your frontal lobe develops, it's kind of crazy. How much simpler everything is. But we did it. This is a new guy. I've not seen him. Can you hear me? I actually do have my amulet of ghost speak. Ow. Interesting. Okay, bye. I'm going for the... Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going for the fancier boots. Hell yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, more boots. Oh, you can actually get more of the boots. Oh, that's neat. You can actually get all the boots now. That's actually really cool. I like that. Why not? I used to really love the fighter boots. I felt cool in these. It actually does look better with the Iron Man armor. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stop there. It is time for me to go get my son now. He is awakening. I hear him stirring, so... got a decent amount done. A little bit less than I wanted to, but an hour session is still good. A lot of it was me troubleshooting OBS because my brain isn't very big. But I hope you all enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!